Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Blood Bowl 2. We are about to have a very, very violent game. And unfortunately, they're going to be able to pull some inducements. I bet they have a little bit of money left over. I bet they spend it. We might have a tough game out of us. Alright, obviously we're not playing anything. We don't have any money, so... Okay, they just got a Bloodweiser babe. That's fine. So, this game is going to be decided very largely by the violence. It's a Chaos team, so remember that their 4-strength players do have 3 agility. And as such, can run the ball. It's not something that our large players can really get away with. But I'm not too concerned. The big problem is that all of their bad players are basically as good as our Pestigors. That's the thing that I'm really worried about. Also, a Minotaur can really hurt people. So that's us, we're gross. This is them, they're less gross. Really not that different from us, except for that. Does that guy have a mohawk? Weird. Now, the Minotaur is a thing we gotta talk about a little bit. It's dangerous. I'm definitely receiving. We gotta get the first swings. So, the Minotaur is 5 strength, 5 move. He has Mighty Blow, as you might expect from a big guy. He has horns, so he can even just like straight blitz down other big guys. He has Frenzy, so he gets 2 chances at each block, basically. And he has Wild Animal, which is the least bad of the big guy negative traits. Actually, pretty terrifying. I think I'm going to just put all of my dudes in the middle here. We're going to make some stuff happen. Right? Is this good? Yeah. We'll pull back a couple of Pestigors. So, Claw Guy probably needs to stay up in a position where he can rush people. We'll put 2 heads and block back on ball duty. We got a new Pestigor, the Carrier. His job is going to be to not die until he can get a level up. Yeah, I think Chaos is probably the team that brings the most consistent, just huge amount of strength to every game. All of their players either have 4 strength naturally or 4 strength on the blitz. We gotta deal with these plus agility beastmen. Everybody has 8 armor. This is gonna be tough. This is gonna be a slog. Okay, they got a blitz. That's not great for us. Apparently the ball's gonna land directly on top of Patient Zero. It's not a great kick, I suppose, but they could very easily just blitz him out, right, and then put somebody underneath it. They're getting their high agility beastman over here. Oh, he went Wild Animal. Honestly, that's kind of bad for us. I would rather he be over here than in the backfield where he can come after us after we start moving up. But yeah, here comes them trying to take control of the ball. It could fail. It's... okay, that's a bad start. The part where they have to catch the ball still could fail. Yeah, this is a bad start for us. It's a pretty bad start. Okay, I was going to say, if he catches that, we're in some fairly serious trouble. Okay, well... I do not like this at all. Alright, I'm going to do this first. Please don't fail the GFI. Of course he did. Come on. Don't you dare double one me. Okay. So that's real bad. We've already run out our team reroll, which means that there's a lot of things that are much less safe to do now. I can't believe they got a blitz. How many times are we going to see the same couple of very low occurrence kickoff events? It's crazy. So I guess we'll keep stat back here with the intent of catching them if they do manage to get free. And I think we'll just declare the blitz here We'll hit this guy. If we don't knock him down, I think I'm going to push him onto the ball just to get it moving. And if we do knock him down, I'll probably push him to here instead. Okay, in this case, yeah, let's just get on the ball. I can move. I could try to pick it up. There's no space I can fumble it to that's really a lot worse. This one's not good. I'm just going to pick it up. Okay, and if I had failed to pick it up, I don't think that would have been the end of the world. So where do I want to put him? Where's going to be safest? I could just run him up behind the line, and then at least anybody who wants to fight him is potentially either pushing him toward the line so that the ball falls in a controlled position, or they have to get through the Chaos Warriors. I feel pretty okay about that. So let's try to knock this guy off. And we will stay. That lets me put this Chaos Warrior over here instead, I think. Or maybe... No, I don't want them to have a really easy direct path to him. Because of the horns, you know, we have to consider every blocker potentially having 4 strength. Let's throw this punch. It does feel good to just be able to wail on some dudes. Just 300 pounds of guy encased in metal, crashing into 300 pounds of guy encased in metal. Alright, here we got that mighty blow. Show me something good. That's an armor break. And a KO. Awesome. Awesome work from the ambulance. This was definitely a good purchase. Even if it's not necessarily better to pick up a Nurgle warrior, or a Beast of Nurgle before getting all your Pestigors in order, it just feels good to use a Beast of Nurgle. So, do we want to do something over here? I would kind of like to give us the ability to put the claws to these guys. But also I kind of want to cage. I guess if we don't cage, then this guy has a really easy in. No, let's cage up. Let's be safe. So, do I want to try to dodge out? We have 3 agility, so the dodge is a 3+. So that's a 1 in 3 chance of failure versus the 2-die block. He is way more than a 1 in 3 chance of knocking us down. I'm going to take the dodge. If it fails, it fails. It's not the end of the world. We'll do the same thing with... Actually... Yeah, I don't really need to move any further. I suppose... No, he's good. I'm going to do the same thing with the Rotter. Okay, I think we're good. So this is a weakness in our cage. We did end one of our cage corners adjacent to a standing enemy player, so they can try to build up a punch on him and then blitz in to hit the ball carrier. But aside from that, this is a pretty strong formation, even though it is completely surrounded on all sides by enemies. Alright, the Minotaur has committed. So what I really want is to not be near the Minotaur. That's why I was sad when he didn't actually get to move over here. It would have made it a lot easier for us to push up this side of the field. He has 5 movement too. He's relatively fast. He's only a little bit slower than a Pestigor. Okay, some bad blitzing on the AI's part. Sort of par for the course. But they sure are going to show that one guy who's boss. Oh, you got him. That's it. That's the whole turn. Okay, we're good now. So, Chaos Warriors are 5 move. These dudes are 6. Yeah, this team is actually pretty fast. I wonder if it's even worth trying to cross the field or if we should just fight the Minotaur. I think we probably ought to fight the Minotaur. So we gotta do something about all these assists. You have block. It's relatively safe to put you in front of dudes. Although, actually, the best version of this, right, is we blitz here and knock this guy over. If we fail to get the knockdown, this is a little bit less good, but I'm going to go for it. especially because it would be super cool to injure this guy. Okay, and now Syphil has the good punch on this dude, and all we have to do is get a push to get him off so that Syphil can provide an assist against the Minotaur. We can get a decent hit on the Minotaur. Alright, that is pretty good. I'm happy about the knockdowns. So, we now have even strength on this guy. If I just put a Rotter on him or something... Honestly, man, I wish the ambulance had guard. If we can move the ambulance right here, have him guarding, providing assists on all these dudes, and then with the tentacles, keeping them from moving away. Yeah, it would be fantastic for him to have guard. So I guess the assist we'll put on this guy will be the Pestigore. I don't want to roll the GFI die, and also I want to have the Rotter available to provide an assist up here. So let's just put this guy here. Alright, show me something good. That's pretty good. Even better. Oh, a KO too. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So, I did not leave a player adjacent to the Beast of Nurgle. Where's the ball carrier going to end up? I don't even know. Alright, I'm going to run over here. If all we get is a push, I'm going to keep the guy adjacent to the Rotter, just to limit his mobility. Okay, all of a sudden we're rolling a lot of really good armor rolls. They have to be pretty good to break armor on these guys, so we're getting kind of lucky here. Maybe the thing to do is just to go up the middle. I'm concerned that if I try to run along the side of the field by myself, I'm going to get mobbed. So why don't we just stay in the middle of our strong players? And I guess we could just move him to right here. There's no reason that I have to get down the field next turn or anything. Yeah, let's just take this formation for now. So I won't move the beast at all. You want to come over here and stand adjacent to the corner of this cage? You feel free.
Right next to a teammate.
So the slow grinding cage move up the field is not something that we've seen a lot of in me playing against the AI here, but it is something that actually happens quite a bit in Blood Bowl, especially when you're playing a strong team like this. This thing where you creep the cage forward a couple of spaces every turn. Oh, please follow up. Do me the favor of following up. That's beautiful. That guy's getting a kiss from the beast. Unfortunate. Looks like just a stun, though. Okay, yeah, not too bad. So this guy's done for. The only question is which direction we want to hit him from. I think I'm just going to give him the beast. Or maybe I want the beast to be able to try to move and like grab hold of all these dudes. Actually, I kind of think that's what I want to do. So why don't we throw the punch with Ollie?
The attacker has an assist.
Wow, we really can't find a good die on that one. This is actually fine now. That gets the ball carrier free. Now, if we can take down these two guys, we are going to be in pretty good shape for the run. Well, it turns out we can't. I mean, we took him down all right. Ugh, my armor broke. That's a shame. Because all we needed a POW or a defender stumbles there, and then we could have gotten a good blitz and set up a 2-die block. Now we're going to have a little bit more trouble. But this is why you play... This is like one of the things about Blood Bowl, right? Is the high amount of variance from play to play puts you into situations that you would not have chosen to be in. And I think that's one of the great things about the game. Well, I kind of thought he might just eat the both down there to knock the ball loose. He still has one team reroll left. I guess it's not crazy to do things the way he did them. So, this sucks. Let's see. We can knock this guy forward. We can take a swing at the Chaos Warrior. We still might be able to open up a hole. It's just a little bit less likely. So let's come up here and deny some assists. Yeah, okay. Man. Where'd all the POWs on these dice go? They seem to have gotten lost. We need another assist up here. I'm debating, where do I want to use my blitz? So I'm wondering if I just run through here, blitz this guy, try to really take him out. Yeah, let's do that. Ooh, I made a dodge there. Not totally what I was thinking. That's pretty bad. All I need is a push. Just show me a push. Okay. Yeah, I was not paying attention there, and I made a pretty dangerous, pretty low odds dodge. And it worked out, but I should not have done it that way. Alright, there we go. We figured out how to hit people again. Sometimes you forget. You know, it happens. Alright, so now we can hopefully push this guy adjacent to the beast. And then we might be able to, if we knock him down, we actually have a path. Okay, so there it is, right? Just out and up. We do have to get him free of this beastman, and the 2-die block is more likely to work. Well, actually, hold on. I was about to say the 2-die block is more likely to work than the dodge, but I guess it is worth noting that a push doesn't actually solve the problem. We have to roll either a defender down or a defender stumbles. So we have... Yeah, the chance of us rolling one of those faces on either die is better than the chance of us making the dodge, I think. They're pretty close, at least. Alright, we got there. Okay. The bad news is this guy's in a pretty good position to dodge out and blitz us. The good news is if he does that, you know, we're going to be all alone out there. He could throw a lot of dodges to come and try to stop me. Actually, he doesn't have to throw that many. Poor inoculator. The poor inoculator is about to get just absolutely mashed up. And I can't actually throw any of these blocks. Doing that's not going to help. All right, good luck. Good luck, everybody. I guess the one thing that's true about this is that this guy might not be able to dodge away. He might fail the tentacles. He's not even going to try. Yeah, that dodge was more likely to work, since they didn't have to deal with the tentacles. Okay, that is not a, it's not a terrible outcome. We can definitely recover from that. That's pretty good, because that's their last team reroll. And we can definitely counter blitz with our Pestigors. We're gonna have to get a couple of good punches off here, though. Okay, so I think what we do here is Beast of Nurgle hits Sluknogor. Provided we can generate at least a push, that frees up Crash Cart to come up here and blitz this guy off. We should definitely stand carrier before we do this. Yeah, and this has a chance of working out all right. Please, please don't go stupid. Okay. All right, really good. Just stay on him, keep those tentacles alive. It's weird. It's a weird thing to say. You hear me, though. You know how important it is to keep those tentacles alive. Alright. Great. Great, great, great. And that's a really good spot for the ball. The only way that could have gone better is if the ball had actually landed in one of our hands and we caught it. Do I want to try to dodge out and pick the ball up? We have 3 more turns after this. I think the answer to that question is no. I think we're just gonna take it easy here for a second. Yeah. It's a shame. Like, I have to make the decision right now, right? Because his move's about to end. I think I want to try to punch more guys. Well, actually, a lot of their guys are already down or in awkward places. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. But failing the dodge would be actually pretty disastrous, because it would mean that Carrier just gets crushed and... No. Let's just throw some punches. Let's try to shore up our position here. That's a shame. I was really hoping for a down there. Okay. I guess I'm going to push him to here because I want to leave a good path for Stat to run forward. We need to get more people into this play. Man, it's nice to have a lot of Pestigors. So I used my blitz already. I guess, yeah. I'll just throw this punch here. I am not the one with block. So we could run a Chaos Warrior up here and try to like even things out a little bit. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. And he's still kind of moving forward. He didn't really get any closer to the ball, but... Okay, I feel like I have a little bit better control of this. The Rotter is still just going to get his face punched in over and over again, but that's what he's here for. Okay, so the position around the ball itself is actually still pretty sketchy, but it's getting better for us. Within the next turn, we should be able to put a couple more bodies up here, and it's going to get pretty tricky for them to wrest control of the ball away from us. That said, the impetus is on us to score, right? We have to... This has to work out for us, because they're about to receive in the next half. Okay, I'm Patient Zero doing what Patient Zero does. Oh, nice. Oh, no! That's less nice! I was gonna say that both downs are real good, but, well, you know what? This is that niggling injury, that +1 on all injury rolls from now on, came back to bite us, because he rolled an 11 on his injury roll, which is not a death. But the niggling injury made it a 12, and so he died. These things happen, I guess. That's not totally ideal. It's a Rotter, we'll be okay. We didn't lose an important position. Alright, so I'm going to do this, obviously trying to free up another Pestigor to add to the group. The tentacles are doing a great job of keeping him from even trying to dodge away. I think they're being a little overly cautious, personally, but... Okay, so how do I want to do this? We want to... If I blitz this guy now, that'll mean that... Provided that I get him down. I guess if I do it from this side, all I have to do is generate a push him adjacent to the beast. That'll mean that these two will be able to get a 2-die block off on him, and then whoever doesn't throw the block can pick up the ball and run. Alright, and that guy is not going anywhere ever again. I'm not going to follow up. He's under control. He doesn't need additional coverage. What I would rather do is stand here. And we're getting a lot of armor breaks, I feel like. Granted, this is all feel, but it sure feels to me like we're breaking their armor at a much higher rate than the expected value, and I am overjoyed about that. So this guy's stunned, that guy's stunned. This guy only has he has 5 move and 3 agility. He theoretically could come after the ball, and we almost have a 2-die block on him. Here, I can do this. But if we can get this guy under control... I guess he's not going to dodge out. Well, the tentacles are here, but he does have 4 strength. Remember, the tentacles are an opposed strength test, so a 4 strength, 3 agility player is actually pretty well suited to trying to make it out. Yeah, okay. Let's throw this block, and then I'll try to pick up the ball. It would be cool if this guy was down. And remember, we have claws here, so we're going to have a pretty good chance of breaking armor. Oh, so close, so close. All right, if we grab the ball, I don't think I'm going to score. I'll run right adjacent to the end zone. Because this guy is stunned and he can't interfere with us, I think we're totally clear. Yeah, nobody who can get up can reach us. So we'll just burn the clock a little bit before we score. And since we're burning the clock, we can do some damage to these enemy players. Unfortunately, there's no way for us to fix the assist problem we're having over here. You're slightly more likely to get a positive result on a hit, on a die that you're rolling, than if you let the opponent roll the die on their turn. That's pretty good. Okay, I have to be pretty pleased with that turn. That was real solid. So you can see the Beast of Nurgle is a big asset against teams that are able to generate just a little bit less strength, and this team is currently in that category because of the fact that their Minotaur is down. It'd be really cool if we could use this time where they're not operating at full power to cause an injury or two, get a guy permanently off the field, but having a lot of trouble. Even though my armor or my block rolls are going super well and my armor break rolls are going super well, I'm not getting injuries. Right, do I have to score this turn? So this guy's close enough. We probably should just score. We could make it so this guy has basically no chance to dodge out, right? If we put Crash Cart here. We could alternatively push this guy down, put a body there. Like if I run Crash Cart over to here, we blitz this guy. It'll be a little bit easier if we have an assist on him. I'm just worried that if we try to do anything, something could go wrong, right? We could always just get an unlikely roll, and then that jeopardizes our touchdown. Let's just take the touchdown. We need the point. Actually, we need the point if we want to win the game, but in a sense, it probably is not true that we need the point, because I bet if we lost this game and also our next game, there's still a pretty good chance we make it to the next phase of the tournament. But, oh, they got the Minotaur back. That's a shame. What I know for sure is that if we win this game, the outcome of the next game will not matter, and we can take it kind of easy for the last week. So they're going to get to hit first. We have one more turn coming up, so I probably shouldn't do a full Cowards formation thing. And actually, we don't have enough Rotters to do a full Cowards formation thing. We only have one Rotter left, so we have to commit to the middle of the field anyway. Let's put guard up on the line. The question is, how deep do I want to go on this? Do I want to put all four of my Chaos Warriors up and just make them generate all of the strength to take us down? If I put just these guys up on the line, I'm a little bit afraid that I'm making it too easy for them to fight back. We'll move Dr. Chaos Face to the middle, so that way at least he's providing assists against more blocks. But I think I'm gonna let these guys sort of dangle. You're tough, you can take it. Put the guy with block over here. I mean, they're certainly not going to run a touchdown play in 2 turns, with the majority of their players having 5 movement. Or I guess the majority of their players have 6 movement. Still a pretty tough thing. Not impossible, but tough. Okay, they committed pretty hard to the middle. I'm just going to kick this slightly off center so it doesn't land in the hands of a lineman, which is the only real danger. Okay. And we even got a reroll for our one remaining turn.
Is that Lord Bodwick down there, Bob, in the front row?
Hey, Borak! Sog off, you buckethead!
Well, I appreciate that they didn't blitz with the Minotaur.
No, they have the ball now.
That said, we really want to do everything in our power to not let that Minotaur get a free frenzy block on somebody next turn. Honestly, I think probably the best thing for us would be to try to make sure we can get a good claw blitz on him. I think that's going to be pretty valuable. So why don't we just do that? We have 4 strength. We're going to need 2 assists. Unfortunately, Dr. Chaosface is not quite in assist range. We could maybe try to make it happen. No, let's just put Pastigors on him. They're fast enough to get over here. So 1, 2. We want to hit him from here. Because that way, if all we generate is a push, we can push him to here so he's not adjacent to any of our players. If they want to take a swing with their big, powerful guy, they are going to have to... Ooh, do I want to take them both down? No, let's try a little harder. There we go. Yeah, they're going to have to spend their blitz if they want to get the good punch. Ah, that's a shame. All we have to get is an 8 on the armor roll with the claws, but I cannot seem to find it. So, that was our blitz. What other plays do we have to make to be relatively safe? I guess the best thing to do is blitz the ends off the lines, because this guy is currently able to provide an assist. If we can remove him, it'll be a little bit harder for them to get a good punch off on the beast during their turn. No, couldn't really remove him. Knocked him down. That's something. Alright, so I'll run up here and provide an assist myself.
This player likes to be well assisted in a fight.
Alright, we can at least make it so that they are mostly reliant on blitzes for their good hits. Yeah, this is one of those plus agility guys. Alright. No joy on that. And then I think that's all of our useful... Oh no, we have a hit over here. It would be nice to get a player off the field, if we could ever manage that. I mean, like, in a permanent way. Okay, good luck, us. I managed to leave them not in a very powerful punching position. They're gonna have to use a blitz. Like, they can move this guy up, get a 2-die block. Presuming any part of that goes well, get another 2-die block. And then a blitz punch. They can probably get another 2-die out of. It's not bad overall. I mean, they're doing a great job of caging up here at the end of the half. And then also some... I don't have any idea what that is. Listen, they're very obsessed with chaos. And the thing about the Chaos Gods is they're always whispering all kinds of eldritch chatter in your head. Sometimes it sounds like, run backwards and to your left 2 squares for no reason, and then just stand there. And you're like, okay, Slanish, whatever you say, man. Listen, I don't understand it, but you're the boss. That's why I like Nurgle. Nurgle's always very clear. He's always just, you know, hey, get sick and die. Or make those guys get sick and die. It would be really great if everybody was sick and then they died. And we go, okay, yeah. Yeah, Nurgle, I hear what you're saying. I get that. So... I think we're good, honestly. I think it was right before. I think it's right now. Us being a little bit short-handed is a shame, but they chose not to field all their... Oh, I guess they haven't chosen who to field yet. They probably will put that Chaos Warrior back out. Yeah. I'm a little surprised that they're keeping one of their high agility Pestigors off, but here's what it is. Alright. This will kick off the field if it goes the maximum distance in any of the back directions, but I don't want to kick it here and have it land on a a Beastman. I guess this one actually still can land on a Beastman. Okay, Riot, good for us. Good for the team that's ahead. That is a deep mark. I think they're going to try to pass. Man, they really should be running both of their 4 agility Beastmen. It's crazy to take plus agility on a guy with all of the team value that adds and then not be using it. Oh. Wild Animal failed to move. They should really be blitzing with him. I guess that's the danger of the Minotaur. His combination of abilities make you want to put your blitz on him, and then whenever he rolls a 1 on the Wild Animal check and fails it anyway, you feel like a real idiot.
What can you do? It's a full-speed horned.
Wow, they didn't even want to throw any of these punches? Really? They have 2-die blocks and stuff over here. Strange. Okay, so how are we going to do this? What's the best version of this thing? I'm going to run Crash Cart up to pressure this dude. With block, he's pretty good at it. This guy's put himself in a position to be surfed, but it might be a trick, right? He might be trying to distract us. That said, surfing a guy with 4 agility just always feels right. And them having 1 less player on the field would be pretty okay. Feels like a trick, but I feel like I'm going to fall for it.
That player is so close. I'm hurt.
A stun there is actually kind of awkward for me, because now I know for sure I'm not going to be able to push him next turn, and that kind of makes me want to move away next turn, but then he's going to get up and be a problem. It's actually remarkably good result for them. So we need to start hacking away at this line. Alright, let's run over here, deny some assists, and start breaking some faces. Grasp Fat Ashipausi. I guess that chaos thing goes down to filling out the name field on the team roster as well. Alright, a stun. That's pretty great, actually. I was a little concerned about moving my guy up adjacent to the Chaos Warriors, but that makes me feel a lot better. So we could try to use our blitz with the claw guy. I mean, it's hard for me to imagine that that's wrong, but we had to do a little work for it.
More the merrier.
Come on, man. I've seen those nails. You're like a can opener. Just do it. Do the thing.
Flings round the sandwich.
Nope, he did not do the thing. What a shame. Good news is, we're now in a great position to control the middle of the line. Do I want to just eat this both down and hold the reroll? I kind of think I do, actually. I don't think this is too bad. We've done most of the important things on our turn. We still have pretty good control of the middle of the field. This guy's assist is still denied by the shot, so I think we're yeah, I think we're okay. I think that was a fine time to accept a non-optimal result. We could have taken the reroll there, and maybe we get a hit, maybe we don't. But then, like, after that, what else would I have done? I could have rolled a 1-die block over here and just tried to wrestle this dude. I think it was a fine time for our turn to end. Okay. I kind of like that. That dude is committed to fighting our Pestigore, and as long as our Pestigore doesn't get injured, that probably turns out okay for us. If our Pestigore does get injured, I'm going to be real sad.
Apparently, it's kinetic energy.
At least with players with horns, this thing where they declare their blitz and then hit you and then don't move anymore makes some kind of sense. Boy, we're getting manhandled over here. Alright, I'm going to keep this in place. So what do I want to do now? The inoculator's just going to stand up. I know he's not blitzing. I know you're not blitzing. You might. Although it would be unfortunate for it to be a blitz on this guy. I kind of think that what we want to do is throw this punch first, and then have the shot blitz a Chaos Warrior who's in a position to get assisted on. This guy, maybe? Yeah, we'll only get one die against him. And I don't really think I have the ability to change that. Oh, and the Beast of Nurgle could use somebody adjacent to him to help interpret orders. So this, yeah, this seems like a fine play. Ah. Well, I think I don't follow up. I don't want to be all by myself adjacent to the Chaos Warrior. The push is actually fine because it gives us a little bit of motion over here. And we have no way of threatening the ball carrier, but it's alright. It'll be okay. I really wish it wouldn't move the camera while giving me the option to select arrows, because for a second there, the camera shifted. I thought it was going to make me click on the wrong square, and I got very nervous. Well, I'll be honest with you. I don't really know what their play is. I think maybe they're going to try a passing thing, because I don't know what the point of running this guy all the way over to the sideline back here was.
This is going to be decisive.
This is not the guy with the block. So Prehensile Tail just lowers my dodge result by 1, so it makes it a coin flip as to whether or not I get out. If I stand here, this guy has a much better chance than a coin flip of getting a down on me, and he has Mighty Blow, and he has Frenzy. Like, I think the best thing to do is to try to dodge out. Okay, didn't work, that's fine. Like I said, I was probably going to go down. Actually, yeah, this is a fine time to use a team reroll. This is the thing I am comfortable using a team reroll for. Okay, didn't get there. Well, at least the armor didn't break. I could have just stood there and, like, hoped for a bad result on the wild animal roll or something. But I think the combination of denying an easy swing to the Minotaur and also pressuring the ball carrier was something that was worth trying. Okay, well, at least they put the Minotaur part of the cage on the back corner where it doesn't matter. That guy stood up and then didn't even try a fancy dodge out, so easily surfed. If he had at least tried to dodge to here, even if he had failed to dodge, him down in this position is probably a lot safer than him standing in this one. Okay, well, we're probably not going to be able to put any pressure on their ball carrier this turn. But they're also moving up the field pretty slowly. How am I going to do this? If I stand right here with Crash Cart, then we can blitz with the shot, try to crack this dude's armor open, and potentially get adjacent to the ball. Right, the path has to be here, 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 and then the blitz. This way we don't move through any crappy squares. These guys are all having their assists denied by Dr. Chaosface, who, by the way, is just fantastic at his job. I would say probably the best of our Chaos Warriors in terms of actual mechanical performance. Guard is such a good skill. Okay, good stuff. Let's take the follow-up and show me that can opener. There we go. Yeah. Now we're adjacent to the ball carrier. That dude is out of the play. This is good. This is a good outcome. All right. Next thing I want to do is put this guy off the field. Alright, the crowd's not able to land any solid kicks. I'm kind of surprised at how resilient these dudes are, given that their armor is basically a pair of shorts and one shoulder pad. But I guess they have tough hides, maybe? So let's start trying to unravel this nonsense. We have a pretty good position here with Dr. Chaos Face providing assists on everybody, but it could be better. If we deny these guys their assists by moving a Pestigore to here, Dr. Chaos Face can throw a 2-die block on this dude, and then he'll be assisting on everybody. So I think what I'm actually going to do first is try to free up our Pestigore. Alright, the ambulance will be able to hold those dudes in check, I'm sure. This is a GFI, but this is really where I want to stand. Ah, man. It's early enough in the turn that I think it's worth rerolling that. Okay. Don't like having to use my reroll so quickly. So we definitely want to move this guy before we do anything else. I guess just to here is fine. I want him to be part of this whole thing. Alright. Now, even just a push here puts us in a pretty great spot. Lots and lots of assists. Yeah, let's try to get some good Chaos Warrior punching in. Huge metal dudes on huge metal dudes. Let's make the middle of this field look like a really good metal album cover. Where does the inoculator want to go? Do I want him to mark this guy, or do I want him to just commit to the violence over here? Actually, I could fall back and put an assist on this dude. Yeah, let's do that.
He's coming to help his buddy. That's gonna hurt.
Okay, I think that was a pretty good turn. We didn't wrest control the ball away from them or anything, but we've made this situation very unfriendly to them. Man, a big dude who always follows orders and has guard is just such an asset to the team. This could hurt. This could hurt. Alright, a push, and then because of Frenzy, he gets to try again. He found it. Okay. Because he has Mighty Blow, we effectively have 7 armor against him, so an injury there was likely enough that I was really nervous. Really just getting down the field with blazing speed. Okay, that guy is exposed. That guy is vulnerable. If we can knock this dude down, we have the blitz in. It does have to be a knockdown, though. A push won't do it. Okay, found the knockdown. So I think I don't want to move... Actually, the follow-up's fine. Alright, here comes that 2-die block. Show me something. Do I need to stand anybody up? No. But I should probably move this guy before we commit to anything. That should have been the first thing I did. Do I want to stand you? I'm already going to use my blitz elsewhere, so I know you're not using it. And we are not likely to get the Minotaur into a position where he can't punch anybody, because dodging out with the Chaos Warrior here and stuff is going to be tough. We could... maybe get an assist. No, I don't think so. I think we can just stand you up, because the Minotaur is going to get his punch in no matter what we do. At least one of you will go unpunched and remain standing. I guess back to here. I'm trying to figure out where the ball is most likely to bounce into a location where I have better control than they do. Okay, smashed hand. Cool. It fell adjacent to the Minotaur. Not entirely ideal. But I was like, from here, all of these spaces are pretty good for us. This space is okay. It really is just one of these two. It was the only place I didn't want it to go. So, of course, that's where it goed. Well, you know what? We can stand over here. This will give us a solid punch against this guy, and we can knock him onto the ball to move it away from the Minotaur. Or maybe into the Minotaur's hands. That's a possibility. Or into our own. That also could happen. It was not terribly likely, but it certainly occurred. So, what else do we have here? We are 1 strength short of a 1-die block. Is there any way I can get another assist? No, I don't think so. That's a shame. Yeah, if I could have gotten 1 more assist over here, I would have just taken the me having block against him with 1 die. As it is, not great. Not great. How do I want to do this, though? I guess let's throw this punch with the inoculator. That lets patient 0 move up toward the ball. Him being able to put wrestle out there might actually be useful to us. Also, we throw the punch with patient 0 and we don't get a real knockdown. It just pushes that Pestigore closer to the game. It's not really what I want. We'll move here and give ourselves another 2-die block. Alright, stay put so we can just one-on-one this dude. And that's a pretty good turn. There's no sense in trying to dodge you out. I think these two are just going to have to stay strong. And I don't think I want to throw a punch, try to throw a punch with the Beast of Nurgle. He has nobody adjacent. It's a coin flip as to whether he just flubs and drops his tackle zones, and that would be pretty bad for us. His tentacles are actually pretty valuable. So I guess for right now, we're good. Do I go for this? The negative 2-die block. I only have 1 team reroll left? No, I don't think so. I think we just accepted that Minotaur is going to get to hit somebody really hard. Alright. That's not good for us. I mean, I don't have to score. All I have to do is prevent a score from happening. So I guess it's not the end of the world. Okay, that's not a bad position. That happened and he just gave up. He was like, screw this game, I'm out of here. It's not the first time I've heard that around a Blood Bowl table. This game's dumb and dice are dumb and Nuffle's dumb and I'm out of here. If I hit this guy, we can move Carrier up adjacent to the Minotaur. Then we can go for a blitz with the shot. Oh no, that won't quite be enough because this guy's not getting his assist. We could go for the blitz with somebody over here, though. I can actually hit the Minotaur, is where I'm going with this. I can hit him in a way that means something. So let's do that. Let's start the play that way. Would have preferred a knockdown, but this will have to do. So the problem here is that we need either this guy's assist to be denied, or we need to get an additional assist ourselves, which we can do. But that leaves the ball a little more open. Well, I guess I have this. You know, actually, being short a player is pretty relevant here. If we had 1 more body on the field, this would be a lot easier to navigate. Dr. Chaos Face is kind of in an awkward spot, actually. Alright, maybe we shouldn't worry so much about the Minotaur. Well, they only have 2 turns left. Yeah, let's focus on the ball. I'm trying to get the Minotaur down because I'm scared he's going to hurt somebody, and then, you know, that's a consequence that we will carry forward. But also, us losing the game isn't really that big of a deal. You know, I'm going to focus on the Minotaur. I'm going to focus on the Minotaur, try to make my team safe.
They're getting up
Okay. So we have 4 strength right now, 5 if I blitz. This will make it 6. If we don't get the knockdown, we're still actually in a pretty bad position here. Because they'll just be here and adjacent to our players. But I'm going to trust. I'm going to trust the blitz. And also, this is the claw player. So we might be able to get... Oh, man. I'm going to take a reroll on the thing that was safe. Okay, I'll take it. Absolutely. Come on, break his... What? I didn't break his armor and also I died? Okay, fingers crossed, everybody. Here comes that regeneration roll. Oh, he failed it. He rolled a 1. No. This is what happens when you re-roll rolls that were safe. Alright, well that guy failed to get up. That's good for us. They're spending their blitz on the only player on the field who's not actually valuable. That's good for us. I cannot believe we lost another Pestigore. The Pestigores are the only player on our team that doesn't have decay, by the way. Like... that's the guy who's supposed to not explode when he gets punched. What? What a sequence of outcomes. Alright. Well, they have lost the game now. They can't score anymore. So we win the game, but at what cost, I ask you? What are we going to do here? I guess let's blitz something. We can blitz here if we get a knockdown. I mean, even if we don't get a knockdown, this is fine. I'm going to blitz here. Let's just put some tackle zones on the ball. I was really hoping to get a knockdown there. So now we have a Chaos Warrior who's free to move around. I guess let's move him to here. Provide an assist on this guy. We can at least put another body. There we go. Get a down and put a body adjacent to this guy. Make his punch a little bit more complicated. And then... if I just stand you up, we can throw an OK punch here. This frees up the Rodder to move around. We can run over and provide an assist for Dr. Chaos Face somewhere. I'm not sure what the best move is going to be. Or we could provide an assist on this guy. And then if we get the hit from Syphil, then we have somebody adjacent to the ambulance and he could try to run somebody over. Yeah, okay. I think that's better. Just give ourselves maximum opportunities to get injuries, because now we're hunting for star player points to carry forward. I can't believe what incredibly bad luck we've had with injury rolls. Well, that's not ideal. Couldn't even break his armor with Mighty Blow. Man. Oh, really? That's interesting. I'm super bummed out about the dead Pestigore. It is possible for us to get 80k on our winnings roll and just be able to buy another Pestigore. But man, I wish it wasn't coming down to that. We had 2 players die this game. And like Rodders die. It happens. Because they have decay, you know, and you roll the injury dice and bad stuff. But for us to lose a Pestigore in the same game. So next turn we're going to be... our roster's going to be light again next game. And we're fielding a guy with a minus agility injury. Oh no, Dr. Chaos Face! How bad is it? Which injury? Broken neck. That's not actually that big of a deal, although it would be cool if he would regenerate this. He didn't. Of course not. Because if he had regenerated that, he would be available to play again next game. Now he's not. All of the stat point injuries are miss next game, plus also this other bad thing. So... that sucks. Yeah, man, this went really poorly for us all of a sudden right at the end. All right, let's try to generate some damage here. Okay, that's good. I like that. No break. Get a couple of good punches over here. At this point, I'm terrified of the idea of taking them both down. Because, boy, oh boy, are those not working. That was the guy with Claw, too, wasn't it? Damn it. That's a really good player. I'm upset. Alright, well, we can't really even generate... We can do one more good block, it looks like. So it would be best to hit a Beastman. They have one less armor. We're slightly more likely to get an injury out of it. Okay. And then we don't have anything else. We can throw a one-die block here. I'm gonna probably not do it. The star player points on Patient Zero are not worth the chance of him dying. I think we'll just end the game, take our win with an asterisk, and at least it doesn't matter if we lose the next one, you know? We're going into the next game all messed up, but all we have to do is not lose a bunch of players for it to be okay. I got a 1 on my winnings roll. Let's try that again. Oh, good, a 2. Okay, so it was possible for us to get a Pestigore. Off of that, we had to roll a 5 or a 6. The game was not going to allow that. And hey, the Ambulance got the MVP award. That's pretty good for us. So he gets a level up. I can't believe we lost another Pestigore. And both of the Pestigores that we've lost have had levels. It's not just a Pestigore, it's also star player points fleeing our team. So yeah, minus agility injury is not meaningful on a Chaos War or on a Nurgle Warrior. He already had agility too low to do agility things. Now he still has that much. But we have to play the next game without our guard guy. This is part of what's cool about Blood Bowl, though. The permanent development of your players through leveling up, but also through injuries. It makes unique teams. You know, it's really good. It's a really good game. I like it a lot. So I think we're probably just going to take guard on this dude. Like, the combination of guard and tentacles, just like putting him up in people's faces is so good now, even if he's not taking swings. Yeah, I think we gotta take this. We would be fools not to. If we'd rolled doubles, there are some interesting things we could have grabbed instead, maybe. But block, perhaps. Block would be real good on him. Okay. The good news is our team value is totally in the toilet.
Yes, I saw your infamous
Good news. The bad news is these guys also are not super high team value, so we're still not even going to get anything. In fact, they're going to have lower TV than we are after we get our loners for the game. Right, because we're actually only going to field... This is 10 players and we're only fielding 9 of them. So we're going to get 2 loner Rotters, which is going to bring our actual team value for the match up to 1080, or 1180 rather. And they're going to get 50k inducement cash, despite the fact that our team is shattered. This is the life when you're playing one of these teams with a lot of good players. So let's have a quick look at their roster. They have a plus movement thrower. You'll notice, so the thing about elf teams, right, is that all elf players have 4 agility. This team is not as fast as the wood elf team, but they do get to run... Boy, you'd never know it from looking at this roster. I'm pretty sure they're allowed to run 4 blitzers, who have block and sidestep by default. I don't know why they only have 1. Weird. And then they have the catchers. The catchers are pretty fast. We have to be careful about that. So these catchers have catch, obviously, and nerves of steel, which makes them able to catch just as well in enemy tackle zones as out of them. And then this guy also has taken dodge, which is annoying. But we'll deal with that. So they've got a lot of players that they've taken dodge on, actually. A lot of players who didn't start with dodge, who leveled up to get dodge. So that's a little frustrating. Whatever. None of it matters. We are already in the next phase of the tournament. The whole point of this next game is just, let's get out of it without taking any more permanent injuries, so that we are in good shape for the first game of the next phase of the tournament, the big one. I'm assuming we've got to be in the top position. Yeah, okay, wow. We are extremely in the top position. I didn't realize there were so many draws. The Loak Wardens drew 3 games. Jeez. Let's go back in the schedule a little bit. I'm curious, what on earth are these all 0-0 draws? Yeah, the Loak Wardens have actually played a number of games to 0-0. Okay. Weird. So, that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you are enjoying, the victory and the suffering in equal measure, because those are the things that make up Blood Bowl. It's part of what makes this game what it is. It's hard to say, it's weird to say, yeah, I really like that game because it makes me just feel miserable sometimes. But honestly, the breadth of experience, the number of different weird things that can happen in Blood Bowl is a huge part of why I like it. So, come back next time. We're going to desperately cower behind our heavy metal armor from some elves. And we'll see you then.